Tasha, are you hungry?
Yes, I am.
I have a chocolate. Do you want one?
Yes, can I? Oh, I have a fun fact about Cadbury. Cadbury is one of the brands under Mondelez International. It was founded in 1824. The Mondelez headquarters is in Petaling Jaya, Selangor. Cadbury produces the chocolate, snack and drink. Basic economic concept of Cadbury is the scarcity. Do you know what the scarcity? It is the resources available are limited. In this case, Cadbury does not have enough expenditure factors such as capital, land, labor and entrepreneur to produce all the output demanded by society. The next basic economic concept is choice. Cadbury must choose what to produce and who get the final product. For example, if Cadbury wants to produce more chocolate bar, it then has to sacrifice other things such as production of hot chocolate drink. Last basic economic concept is the foregone cost of not choosing other alternative uses. For an instance, Cadbury wants to produce both chocolate bar and hot chocolate drink, but have to choose either one due to limited capital. If Cadbury choose to produce the chocolate bar, Cadbury's opportunity cost is the hot chocolate drink. The basic economic problem is what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. For what to produce, Cadbury has to decide to wisely among resources to satisfy it. One as the types of goods and service to be produced involves resources allocation. For how to produce, Cadbury will choose capital-intensive method to produce chocolate because it is the most efficient technique of production. For whom to produce, the target market for Cadbury is everyone that wants to eat chocolate. It involves most the higher income group to buy because Cadbury produce the chocolate and chocolate is normal good. What do you think
about Cadbury that can we relate with economy? To relate with demand, if Cadbury company make an advertisement regularly, such as advertisement at TV, radio or at banner, their product will be well known and the product which is chocolate will be more demand. Hence, the demand curve will shifting outward. Furthermore, Cadbury has a lot of substitutes. There is so many chocolate out there such as Ferrero Rocher, Hershey's, Cloud9 and so on. Here, the competitors for Cadbury is Cloud9. Cloud9 is more cheaper than Cadbury, but of course Cadbury is more demand because of their good taste. But if there are an increasing for the price of Cadbury, the buyers will not buying Cadbury, they will buy Cloud9. So this will affect for the demand curve, which is the demand curve will shifting inward. This is obviously shows that the Cadbury is an elastic goods. To relate with supply, there is a lot of ingredients to make the chocolate. If the cost production of chocolate increase, which is tax increase, wages increase, this will be costly for the producer to make the chocolate. Hence, this will affect for the supply curve, which is the supply curve will shifting inward. Cadbury is the famous chocolate brand and the production of Cadbury is almost 10 million kg a year. So the producer need to make sure that they have a good quality of machine to produce the chocolate. If there is a betterment in technology, the production of chocolate Cadbury will be more efficient. So this will affect for the supply curve, which is the supply curve will shifting outward.
Elasticity. Elasticity has 4 types. The first type is price of elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, and price elasticity of supply. For price elasticity of demand for Cadbury, the degree of elasticity is elastic. Why? Because Cadbury is a good that has many substitutes. The example of substitute is Kit Kat and Burls. And then price of Cadbury, when price of Cadbury increases, the quantity demand of Cadbury will decrease in large amount. Why? Because consumer will find other substitute that offer a cheaper price. So they will buy KitKat instead of Cadbury. Consumer is also very responsive towards change in price. The next one is income elasticity of demand. The type of good for Cadbury is normal good. Why? Because chocolate is food. So when the income increases, quantity demand will increase. But the percentage of increase in quantity demand is less than the percentage increase in income. Why does this happen? Because normal goods are normally purchased regardless there is an increase in income or not. Next is cross elasticity of demand. So there are three types of relationship, which is substitute good, unrelated, and complementary good. So Cadbury, there are two types of good that we can relate it with. The first one is substitute good. Okay, we can substitute Cadbury bar with a KitKat. So that's why the relationship is substitute good. So when the price of Cadbury bar increases, the quantity demand for KitKat will also increase. Why? Because consumer will not buy Cadbury if the price increase, and they will find a cheaper option. Next, the relationship of cross elasticity of supply will be unrelated good if we compare the Cadbury bar with the Cadbury hot drink. Okay, when the price of Cadbury chocolate bar increases, the quantity demand of Cadbury hot chocolate will be unchanged. Why? Because the demand of Cadbury hot chocolate drink is not affected by the change in price of Cadbury chocolate bar because they are unrelated. The next one is price elasticity of supply. The degree of quantity supply is elastic. Cadbury chocolate bar is a good that can be easily made, and it is a manufactured good. So when there is a small increase in the price, there will be a large increase in quantity supply. Why? Because seller or supplier will gain more profit and they will be selling more. The seller is very responsive to the change in price.
Ra, what you doing?
I'm relating Cadbury to economics.
Oh, I got something for you. Right, so there's something that I want to tell you about is Cadbury is just like any other company. They have to know about their consumers' behavior. First thing first, the consumer behavior have two kinds of approach. Basically, they have the cardinal and the ordinal. And one of the cardinal one is about the utility, the numbers behind all this consumer behavior. Well, in other words, for cardinal, they use utility as a measurement. Utility is actually the number of satisfaction that the consumer gets every time they use the item by Cadbury, especially the chocolates. Or the satisfaction is going to be something else. And one more thing, the ordinal, which is the preference, which is nature, psychology, mental, and everything else that is not controllable by a human. Well, by other human, of course. From what we know, the cardinal utility item, it can only be measured when there are two goods to be compared. So, for examples, we take Cadbury and KitKat. They are actually two different brands, although they are the same kind of goods. But they are two different brands and they have different tastes in them. Well, it is of course going to be different for customers. Some customers felt that they have something else to offer in KitKat, and some other customer felt that Cadbury has a better taste of chocolate in them. Well, that is of course up to them whether they have a satisfaction level that is only concerned to them. And the other cardinal approach, utility approach, also have other factors. It is including of the consumer's income. The consumer's income give them only one choices to be able to buy something. So this last example of a KitKat and a Cadbury is not actually usable, so let's just throw that out. And just imagine a Cadbury and you have other utilities that need to be paid, just like your payphone bill and your electrical bill or anything that is already a necessity for you. So let's take your cell phone bill. In order to pay for your cell phone bill, you can actually pay for the Cadbury. So it is quite a feud, or something else called a dilemma for you. If you have this kind of dilemma, you need to just use the other goods or services as an opportunity cost and pick the other as a choice. And And that is all for your cardinal utility approach. So in conclusion, the cardinal one is about satisfactory, right? Whether you can buy a Cadbury or pay for your cell phone bill, anything that would satisfy you more. So let's go for the ordinal utility approach. The ordinal utility approach is actually about a custom preference. It is something that is out of other people's control. It is only up to an individual sense of taste or anything else, just like colors or shape or anything that would seem appeal to them. Only they could understand the reason why they buy that item.
Hey, Zach.
Oh, hey.
What are you mumbling about?
Well, Cadbury.
So now about the factors and the theory of distribution. Okay. Here I will tell you about the factor of market. Okay, we have four factors. First is labor. Labor who people is capable to work with their mentally and physically will be given wages for their work. Next is land. For the Cadbury factory, they need to pay for the rent on the land. Okay, lastly, we have entrepreneur. Entrepreneur will gain profit from based on how much their sale is. Okay, as we know that Cadbury company have a lot of branch. They have their own branch in every country. I think we have one factory in. So the Cadbury the factory will produce more of their products. They also make different flavor because not all people have a different taste. So they will use the opportunity to introduce a new flavor to the consumer to satisfy their taste and preferences. That's all.
Well, actually that is a good theory. Well, you want to go eat? I'm quite hungry right now.
Raha, let's have lunch.
Let's go.
Kira, Syah, what you doing?
Hi guys. Oh, nothing special. Do you want some Cadbury?
It's okay, we already have ours.
She maxed the credit cards and don't got it.